Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Survival Challenge. I I've done some work already this morning. I got on the mower and I tried to mow around the property line as best I could with all the trees in the way. Um, but I think I have a pretty good idea of which trees are ours and which trees aren't, so that I don't cut anyone else's trees down. And I cut some trees over here in the southeastern corner of our property. And I did this because we need some money. Our goal here is to buy some more property and, of course, to buy a harvester for our oats, which are going to be ready in the next couple of months. I've been trying to decide what the best way is to kind of speed up our progress, and I really it comes down to two options. I can either change the economic difficulty from hard to normal, which would greatly increase the amount that we get when we sell things like logs and crops and silage and such. But I really rather not do that. So I decided instead to kind of eliminate some of the time that we spend on our logging. And to do that, I bought this portable wood cell point. And basically, what we can do is carry it to a pile of logs and just click on the exclamation point, and our logs are sold. And as long as we trim all the limbs off and we cut them to the appropriate length, we'll get the same price that we would get at the sawmill, but without having to take them there. And that was the greatest obstacle really to logging. The thing that made it take longer was having to cart the logs to the sawmill. So I think this is going to save us a lot of time. We're going to be able to make money a little more quickly. We're not going to make any more money than we would make driving it to the sawmill. We're just eliminating that step of having to do that. So I think that's a better option than changing economic difficulty. So we are going to continue logging this morning. But first we're going to sell this pile of logs. And there you go. That's a really good price. We sold everything but these two these two smaller ones. I really don't think these are worth much. That's why I haven't bothered stripping the limbs off, but let's stick them in there and see what we get. $72 plus a $2 penalty. Great, we got $35 a tree. I think I'm not going to bother with those anymore. It's not really worth the money to spend time on them. So we're just going to get rid of them, and we're going to focus on the big trees. So I'm going to keep logging for a while, and I'll bring you back when I have some to sell. So it's at this point in the video where I think I'm forced to admit to you guys that I may in fact be an idiot. Let me tell you how this video has gone. The opening was recorded with no audio. I had my mic muted. So I went back to record a voiceover to use with the video from the opening. And I did that by muting the video, blacking out the screen, and just recording audio in OBS so I could have, you know, a video with just black screen, and then that way I could tell which was the audio only clips. So you following me here? So then I proceeded to record the next 2 clips with only audio, no video at all. So as you can see, I have a lot more money than I used to have. We have 120. I think we went, the last time you guys saw, we had about, I don't know, 17,000, something like that, 15,000. And then I sold another couple of piles of lumber, and I had 34,000. And then I went ahead and I cleared everything on this southeastern corner here, which was a pretty large chunk of timber. And I cleared all the way up here to the edge of the oat field. So if we turn around here, you can see that I have cleared a considerable patch of timber. And we've made quite a bit of money. And the reason why we're making more on these trees than we made when we took them to the sawmill is because when we were taking those logs to the sawmill, we were cutting them at 6-foot lengths. The ideal length to cut a log is 6-meter lengths. I'm sorry. The ideal length to cut a log is 9 meters. You will make the most money by cutting your logs at 9 meters. After 9 meters, the price starts to go down again. Don't ask me why, but it's true. So we're able to cut these logs all at 9 meters, which is the ideal length, and maximize the amount of money that we're able to get for them. So we cut a bunch of trees. We cut probably 30-something trees today. Let's look and see how many trees we've cut so far in the first 5 episodes of this, but you can see the area that got cut today. It's substantial. Let's take a look and see how many logs we've cut so far. That's gonna be in our stats there. Trees cut down, 82 trees so far, and I think probably 35 to maybe 40 of those were cut today. So almost, if not half of the logs that we've cut in total were cut today, which explains why we have so much money. I don't know if this tells us, we can go up here to our money sign, and that'll show us how much money we've made from sold products today. Sold wood today, we've made $121,292. And that's really because we are, number one, able to cut our logs at 9 meters now instead of just 6 to try to get them on the trailer. And number two, we're able to sell a lot more logs in a single day, or in a half a day in this case, because we don't have to take them all the way to town. So I think the decision to do this instead of changing our economic difficulty to normal was a good decision. And this is going to allow us to buy the property across the street, and also to buy the harvester that we're going to need to harvest our oats. So all in all, a pretty good morning, and it's only 2:15. So I'm going to take a little break, and we're going to figure out what comes next. All right, I'm going to spend some time raking up this this grass in the windrows, and we're going to get it all picked up. This is kind of haphazard because I mowed it all in a couple of different sessions. I've dropped out of the game a couple of times to try to figure out how to fix things, how to fix my idiocy. At $1,300, this may be one of the best values in the game, this windrower. All right, we got it all windrowed. I'm gonna go around and hope that I got close to the property line so that I can actually pick this up. Sometimes you can mow things and then not be able to pick it up, and I kind of hate it when that happens. And it looks like we have a little bit of that going on. Not too much, but some. Yep, it's not going to let me pick up that little piece right there, I don't think. Nope. Which is odd. You would think that the boundary line is the boundary line, but sometimes the mower has a different boundary line than the forage wagon or baler or whatever it is you're using to pick things up with. I think we're going to have to go first person on this, because we have several places where I had to back up and go around trees. We'll come back for that little bit right there at some point. I really don't mind not having the property line absolutely defined. Lots of times I'll know exactly where the property line is, and then I end up getting too close to it. So I'd rather kind of stay as far back away from it as I can so that I don't crowd it. Worse than not being able to pick up the grass that you've mowed is not being able to pick up your crop that you've planted too close to the line. So, well, it's not going to let me pick up some of this. Wow. I'm not doing a very good job of this at all. We're going to have to go back inside and just do the best we can, because it's really hard to see around these trees. All right, I think we can go back outside of the tractor again so we can actually see what we're doing. This shouldn't take too long to finish up. All right, well, we've picked up most of it. I'll go back around off camera at some point and see if I can pick up some of the stuff that's right on the line. Looks like we got 104,712 liters. So not a bad haul on grass. We'll dump this and then we can check and see how much silage we have. Look at the price and see what's going on there. And then make a decision as to whether we're going to sell that tonight or first thing tomorrow. I'll show you the chart, the price chart. It's kind of a tough call. So right now we have 346,000 liters of silage. We have 193,000 liters of grass that is continuing to cook and will cook all night. So we may want to hold on to that, but let's look at the price right now. The price of silage is currently $186 per 1,000 liters and going up. So now it says that the high price is in February. Before it said the high price was in January, and it showed December and January as being the same price. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I think we're going to go ahead and wait. I don't think the price is going to come down any between now and tomorrow, so we're going to go ahead and wait and rest. And in the morning, we will see what the price is. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's check the price of silage today. We have 424,000 liters, so that's a nice number to sell for sure. Let's see, what do we got for a price? 192. So it's a good thing that we waited. Go down here and set silage to selling. We're going to speed up time some. And we'll wait until the top of the hour. Excellent. We made about 70 grand on that. So that's good money for just putting grass in a silo. I'll take that every time. So we have $193,000 to spend. This property over here is, I believe it's $78,000. Let's take a look. Oops. All right. Yep, 78,384. So there's that property. And then there's also this property, which comes with a field. It's 48,760. And then there's also this property that comes with 2 fields, and it's 72. So I am going to take a little time and decide which one of these to buy. I'm leaning towards this one right now. This one seems to make the most sense to me. That way we have some more grass up here to cut. We can put a field in here, leave some of this for grass, have this for grass, and then put maybe 3 fields in here. If you look, these lines right here, and there's one faint one right here as well. These represent ditches. So if we planted them, we'd probably want to plant them as 4 separate fields. They would be small in comparison. You can see our field there. They would probably be more along the lines of that one. But we could put in 4 of them here. And then we would have grass here, and another big field there. So there's that, and there's also this one, which comes with 2 established fields and lots of trees. This one also has lots of trees, so that's going to be a tough decision. I'm going to think about that, and at the beginning of the next episode, I'll have a decision, and I'll buy that piece of property. Let's go out here and look at the oats real quick. They're getting bigger. Yeah, I think these are probably going to be ready next time. Let's look at the map and see. Yep, those are going to be ready to go in the next episode. So we have a lot of money now. And in the next episode, we're going to spend every cent, just about, because we're also going to need a trailer. So, lots of good stuff happening today. We have almost a full pallet of eggs, also a good thing. So we are making progress, and our little portable sawmill wood sell point is has been a huge help, and the amount of money that we have proves that out. So if you like this episode, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you did not like this episode, please post a comment and let me know why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.